Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Running a little bit behind schedule here on getting ready. Running behind schedule on trying to get ready here today. Hope everybody's having a great day today. What's up, Sonia? How you doing today? Running a little bit behind schedule. What's up, TJ? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a great day today. Today is Tuesday. As best I can tell. A Tuesday. Stupid busy work again. They got you doing the busy work again. That's not fun. That makes for a long day. Hey, Aurora, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping in with us today. Hope everything's going well with you. Pretty warm down here today, guys. Pretty warm in South Kakalaki. 92 degrees. I don't know what the feel like temperature is. Going back to work on the 17th. Gotcha, TJ. Yeah, it's a little warm down here today, y'all. Like I say, I didn't look up the feel like temperature, but the temperature right now is 92 degrees. That's with no heat index. I don't know what it is with the heat index. It's pretty humid outside. And I have thunder in the distance. We have thunder rumbling in the distance. So hopefully we get a live stream in before any storms pop up and start. As y'all well know, if it comes a big one, it rocks and rolls here. Usually knocks my internet out, knocks my power out, knocks my internet out. 87 in there. Dang, I feel for you, Sonia. I feel for you. That's like working in a sauna. It's like working in a sauna. Yeah, I do not miss those days of working inside a plant. When I first got into fiber optics, I was working in the QC lab at Alcoa Fujikura up in Duncan, South Carolina. And we had no air conditioning in there, y'all. All we had was the big fans, big floor fans, and all they did was blow hot air on your sweat. So you sweated and you got hot air blown on you. Yeah, I do not remember those days. And as soon as I got an opportunity to volunteer to go out with the field engineering crews, I volunteered to go. And then they come back. I was gone for 3 months, came back, worked a week. They asked me to volunteer again. I went again, stayed 3 months, and they offered me a permanent job on the field service engineering side. And I left the plant and I never looked back. Yep, that's exactly right, Sonia. All them fans do is move hot air around. Just blows hot air from one spot to the next. But yeah, as soon as I could get out of that plant, I got the heck out of there. I couldn't stand it. So that's when I started my life on the road, splicing fiber all over the United States. Yeah, they said y'all were going to be hot up that way today, TJ. The whole Northeast is supposed to be hot today. Arlene Verdita, how you doing today? Ross says what? How you doing, Ross? Pennsylvania trapping. How in the world you been, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't gotten none of your notifications either, Pennsylvania trapping. I don't know if you've been posting videos or not, but I have not gotten any notifications for you. Hope you're doing well. right through Friday. Yeah, we're supposed to be hot down here too, y'all. It's back summertime again. It is back summertime. I'm doing good, Pennsylvania Trapping. Thank you for asking. Glad to have you here, my friend. Appreciate you stopping in and visiting with us. Glad to have you stopping in and visiting with us. Yep, I've been posting. I do not get notifications. This YouTube thing, I don't understand this notification thing. I get no notifications. You join people's channel, you ring the bell, you turn it on to where you're supposed to get all the notifications, and you don't get notifications. I don't understand it. I really don't. It makes no sense to me whatsoever on why you don't get everybody's notification. Beats the heck out of me. But yeah, I saw on the national news this morning, folks in the Northeast, you guys are supposed to be hot today. TJ says, I'm glad to see someone from Pennsylvania on here. Yep, there you go, TJ, Pennsylvania Trapping. Used to have Miss Melanie, the moderator, used to come every day too, TJ. She's from Pennsylvania. Yep, I hear you, Pennsylvania. I don't understand it. I really don't. I do not understand how the notification thing works on YouTube. I gave up trying to understand it. Beats the heck out of me. It really does. But yeah, I guess it's pretty much warm lots of places, guys. Did anybody been watching that California fire? They said it's the biggest in California history. That Dixie fire, the biggest in California history. And right now it's only 22% contained. 22%. That's a mess out there for those people. I feel sorry for them. I truly do. That's got to be an absolute nightmare. Well, you guys can see from, the air quality all over the United States and the haze we've got all over the United States from that fire. That's how big that thing is. It's pumping the atmosphere full of smoke. So, yeah. It's pretty bad. I know our air quality down here in South Carolina has been horrible from it. One day, our air quality was like 133. And they were telling everybody to stay inside. And if you go outside, to wear a mask, all kinds of stuff because of the air quality being so bad. Not to mention what it's doing to the animals out there, y'all. A fire that big, can you imagine how many animals have lost their lives in a fire that big? It's like, what was it, last year when Australia had those big wildfires in Australia? They said it's just about put koalas on the extinct list, folks, from those big fires in Australia last year. So I can imagine what it's doing to the animal population out in California. It's got to be horrible. The animals, the birds, snakes, everything, the whole ecosystem. Let's put it that way. And if that fire is burning that hot around any creeks, I was watching one thing. It said that it raises the creek water temperature, and it can even affect the fish. So that's pretty bad. Sure would be nice for those folks to get some rain. What's up, Dude Love, Vermont Painting Photos? Pennsylvania Trapping. If you don't have Vermont Painting Photos, grab him up. He's a painter, brother. He paints a lot of artwork. Yeah, I appreciate that like and share. I saw it come across my phone, dude love. I saw it come across my phone. But yeah, if you like paintings, Pennsylvania, Vermont Paint and Photo is your guy. He does paintings every day on his live stream. He's a really talented artist. He does a good job. He's older than dirt, though, Pennsylvania. I'll go ahead and let you know now. He's 3,055 years old, but he still paints pretty good. He still paints pretty good, but he is old. Weekend will be less humid, TJ says. I got you. Yeah, Pennsylvania. He was there. He was the serpent that gave Eve the apple. Yeah, he was the serpent that gave Eve the apple, Pennsylvania. That's how old he is. Yep. He's older than dirt. But what's everybody up to today, folks? It's Tuesday. Anybody up to anything good today? TJ says, poor Vermont. Laugh out loud. Yeah, right. Did you forget to be sweet and nice? You have 7 thumbs down. No, Nell. They're it's just my day in the bucket, Nell. It's my day in the bucket. Yeah, it's my day in the bucket, I guess, to get the thumbs down. I hadn't been anywhere today causing trouble, Nell. Only place I was at was on Vermont Paints live stream today. Of course, except for the wee hours of this morning now. I was up at 4 o'clock. I think I got on YouTube about 4:15 or 4:30, sharing out all the live streams that were live at 4:15, 4:30 this morning. I liked and shared all those out. Oh, I got you. I just finished painting pink. My granddaughter's new bed, old used bunk bed bottom. I remade into a new bed for her. Well, there you go. There you go. I ain't even had that many people in the live stream, Nell, to get 7 thumbs down. Oh, he was just being ornery, Nell. Back when they were made out of real wood. Yeah. Hey, Madonna Friedman, how you doing, young lady? Glad to see you stopping by with us. He wasn't being nice, Nell. He was trying to concentrate today. He was just trying to concentrate. That's why I didn't give him a hard time. So I didn't give him a hard time. I gave Bree a hard time instead. I don't think Bree knows how to take me. Trying to get Madonna to paint on my live stream. Yeah, I've been trying to get Madonna to come up on my panel too. She won't come up and talk to me. Yo, I was on the Kindle today. Kids are here. Could not chat. I got you. But yeah, it's hot, guys. Got a darn thunder in the distance. And our air quality index is better today. It's only 55. Air quality index is 55 today. That beats the heck out of that 133 we had the other day. Much more better. Well, my mama used to try to correct my grammar because I used to say that all the time. Much better. Yeah, I used to get in trouble all the time for saying that. Oh, there was something I was going to talk about. I don't remember what I was going to talk about now. Old brain done got sidetracked. 90 up there. We're 92, brother. 92. I don't know what the heat index, so it's hot outside. Oh, so I guess Governor Cuomo had a press conference and announced that he's going to resign in 14 days. He said he's going to resign in 14 days, 14 days from today, I guess is what he said. I was reading something about that on my phone earlier. So I guess he's calling it quits. I just never realized that you resign, but you put a time frame on how long you're going to stay. But I guess if you're a bigwig like that, that's the way you do things. I wouldn't know about that. I know out here in the real world, you tell the boss man you're resigning, that's your last day. You turn in your company vehicle keys and your computer and your telephone and any tools you got and all that, and they say, see you, bye. Adios out here in the real world. So I don't know how it I hear you, dude, love. But yeah, out here in the real world, you tell the boss man you're resigning, he takes all your stuff that day and says, bye, see ya. Don't even get a ride home. They just say, bye-bye now. In the real world. Well, the thing about it is, Vermont, he didn't even wear a chicken head, dude. He could at least put a chicken head on. He didn't even wear a chicken head. He didn't have a chicken head mask, and he did not have his wife beater t-shirt on. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Air is 111 today, will be 161 tomorrow. Wow, that's terrible, Neil. Yeah, that air quality 55 is the best we've been in a while. Yeah, that's the best we've been in a while. Just the other day, it was like 133. So ours is a lot better today. They say that fire out there in California, Neil, is only 22% contained, and it's officially the biggest fire in California history. The Dixie Fire. From what I was reading about it today, it was saying what I was reading that they still don't even know what started it. Ride along, gang. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Oh, I'm sorry you feel bad, Neil. Yep, and there's two other ones, Neil says. Dang, Vermont's air quality is 45 today. Ours is 55. But I hate waking up so early in the morning like I do sometimes. I absolutely hate it. About the only channels that are up and having live streams or premieres, the Filipino channels, and you go in there and at that time of the morning, you're the only person that speaks English. So it's fun to go visit the people and like and share their videos and stuff. And but I can't understand a word they say. Ride Along Gang is officially, that's Big Rig Jigging. I got you, Big Rig Jigging. How you doing, buddy? Hadn't seen you in a while. Sonia says one of my friends that lives out there said it was lightning strikes. Wow. Oh, here's Tony Vlogs. Live and in person.
How you doing, sir?
What's up? How you doing today, buddy?
Doing good. Hey, I gotta tell you something.
Okay.
I want to tell you, it's really important, and I hit myself to almost 100 away.
You're breaking up really bad, my friend. Your internet connections must not be good.
I said I almost got 100 away.
Awesome.
Too.
Congratulations. Hey, H Deuce family, how you doing today?
Oh, sorry about that, sir.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I just want to say, how are you doing so far?
Doing great, my friend. Doing great for a Tuesday. Big Rig Jigging.
If you guys know, if you guys want to check me out, I do have a YouTube channel. It's Tony Vlogs Adventures.
Yep, Tony Vlogs Adventures. If anybody doesn't have Tony, grab up Tony for me, okay?
And yeah, and guess what I'm having tonight for dinner? I'm having tacos.
Taco Tuesday, that's right. It's Taco Tuesday all over the world except in New Jersey.
Yeah.
New Jersey, they have.
And I want to say one more thing before I go.
Go ahead.
It's because you are a great YouTuber.
Well, I appreciate that, young man. I never claimed to be great. We just like to have fun.
Yeah. I will post another video today. It's gonna be called Tony Vlogs Adventures of my pictures of art.
Awesome.
Mm.
But I appreciate.
Oh, really? I didn't know they have tacos at New Jersey. I didn't know that.
Vermont says, I forgot to tell you, I went to Wally World last night.
All right. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.
See you, buddy. Vermont says, I forgot to tell you, I went to Wally World last night with Nick and Sue. I was walking behind this man having the walking farts. Not sure it was farts. That's a little bit more information that I needed to know there, Vermont. Wow. You think he's having the walking farts, but you're not sure it was farts. Well, how could you tell? By the smell or what? You have my curiosity up now. How did you determine that? Ace Deuce Family says, have a new video up, guys. Check out the Ace Deuce Family. Should have tapped him on the shoulder and asked him, Vermont. Say, hey, dude, you got walking farts or did you poop your pants? I agree, Neil. Totally oversharing. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, you should have just tapped him on the shoulder, Vermont, and asked him. Say, hey, dude, what's going on? Or you could have just waited and went down a different aisle. I'm just saying. So you went to Walmart with the wife last night. So how much trouble did you get in, Vermont? How much trouble did you get into? No worries, right along. I know he got in trouble. Every time he goes out with his wife to Walmart or shopping, he gets in trouble. So I know he had to have gotten in trouble. He probably said something out of the way to somebody and his wife got mad. Or he was flirting with one of the young ladies working in the Walmart. You just never know which it is. She did say she hates taking Nick and I out together anywhere. Wow. Wow, Vermont. What did you tell her that you and Nick don't like to take her out anywhere either? Did you stand up for you and Nick and say, well, me and Nick don't want you out with us either? Donna says, did you get some microwave pork rinds, Bruce? Microwave pork rinds? What in the world are you talking about, Madonna? Microwave pork rinds? Vermont said, are you nuts? What's up, Dragoon Gaming? How you doing, my friend? Oh, so you let her get away with saying that to you and Nick, but you don't stand up for you and Nick to her. I got you. Yep, 6 more days. Dragoon's going to Las Vegas, I think it is. Las Vegas. Make sure you got all your bills paid up before you go, my friend. Make sure you got all of August bills paid up to date before you go. Yep, I got you, Big Rig Jigging. Hadn't seen you in a while, my friend. I hope you're doing well. We may have been tossing the football in the store. They come like a popcorn bag and puff up in the bag. They are yummy. I ain't never heard of such thing in my life, Madonna. They're all out of the way, Dragoon says. Okay, it was a package of boxer briefs, but same thing. So you and Nick were passing around a bag of boxer briefs in the Walmart. Oh, that's because everybody loves me, Dragoon. That's because I'm such a lovable guy. That's why, Dragoon. I'm such a lovable guy. Everybody loves me so much. They give me Thumbs down. Over the shelf. He was on the other side, and I tossed him over the top. Wow. Wow, Vermont. So I guess it really is true that she can't take you out in public. She can't take you out in public anywhere. I think it was me yelling incoming. Yeah, well, this day and age, I probably wouldn't be yelling that in Walmart, Vermont. The whole store might panic. That incoming word is probably not a word to yell out inside the Walmart this day and age. Yeah, that might be one of those words you don't want to yell out inside the Walmart. I'm just saying. Probably not a good idea. You know what's funny? Talking about the thumbs down, Dragoon says, why do you have 8 dislikes? I've never given anybody a thumbs down on a video. I've never hit the thumbs down button. Well, if you'd shop at the dollar store, you could save some money. But the only thing is the dollar store don't have the stuff that you're eating now. That's the problem with the dollar store or the Dollar General. They don't have the kind of stuff you're eating nowadays. Doing great every day, morning to late night, Ride Along Gang says. John Pole. How you doing, John Pole? I don't know who John is. I'm not sure who John is. Welcome to the live stream. Exactly, Vermont. That's exactly right. John Pole. I don't know who John Pole is. John says, not bad. Not bad. Well, that's good. Yep. So what's going on out there in the real world, folks, on a Tuesday? Anybody got anything interesting going on today? I stuck around the house today. I got to take mom to the hospital for her doctor's appointment tomorrow. Then I've got to go to the VA hospital on Thursday for my appointments. And then I don't think I've got anything from Friday. I got the link from Mr. Grip. You mean James Gipe? James Gipe? Is that who you're talking about? So yeah, I'm not looking forward to going tomorrow, nor am I looking forward to going Thursday to the VA hospital to meet my new doctor. Trucks and cars, awesome. Awesome, a model builder. I used to dabble in a little bit when I was a kid, not big time, but I used to do it a little bit. Now, my older brother that didn't live with me, he was 3 years older than me. He used to do model cars all the time. He loved building model cars. But I never did get into it that much. I dabbled in it a little bit. Believe it or not, I didn't like the smell of glue. It's a funny thing. Everybody else in the 70s was sniffing glue, and I couldn't stand the smell of it. So there you go. Yeah, I couldn't ever stand the smell of the glue. Been doing it for 50 years now. I got you, John. $50 years. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. You have a good day. Right along. Be safe out there, my friend. Be safe out there. Take care of yourself. Sonia says, I have escaped the sauna. I have escaped the sauna. Come back and see us, Right Along. Be safe, my friend. I'm in Canada. We got another Canadian, Vermont. Vermont likes Canadians, John. He's got a buddy that lives in Canada named Lance. He loves Lance. Probably because he lives up there close to the Canadian border. But yeah, one of his best buddies named Lance. He's from Canada. Him and RV DJ. Vermont says left side or right side, John? I'm drawing a site plan for Ottawa in Canada right now. I hear you, Madonna. Close to Toronto, John says. Vermont says, my wife is at the border right now. She is at Carolyn's house. John is close to Toronto. I've never been to Canada. Never went to Canada. Never went. Came close. I was up right there at Niagara Falls, but I never went into Canada when I was up there working a couple of years ago. But I've never stepped foot in Canada. Vermont says, nice. We have friends all over up there. Yeah, his best buddy, Lance, is from Canada. Where's that city at, Vermont? Is the city in Vermont where half the cities in the U.S., half the cities in Canada, or is that in New Hampshire? I've been there more than I've been in Mexico. Dude, I've been in Mexico every weekend for a year. I've been to cross that Mexican border. I wore it out when I was stationed out in San Diego. New Hampshire. Ah, okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was New Hampshire or if it was in Vermont where the city, half the city's in New Hampshire and the other half's in Canada. I couldn't remember which state that was. Lord, I hadn't been to Vermont or not Vermont. I was in Vermont a couple of years ago. New Hampshire, Connecticut, Maine, Jersey, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. I haven't been up there in forever ago. It's been years since I've been up there. Splits at the Library Center line. Gotcha, Vermont. I'm about an hour from Buffalo. Yeah, I was up there a couple of years ago. Worked all over the whole state of New York. I spent about a week in Buffalo, and then I went to Syracuse. And then I went from Syracuse to Albany. Sonia, Vermont wants to know, where does Lance live? Vermont, you going to try to act like you don't know where Lance lives? Come on, dude. Come on now, Vermont. Been all through the States, Canada, and Europe, John says. I've been to 47 states and a bunch of countries. Ontario, Vermont. She's going to say Canada. Nope, she said Ontario. Servant David, how you doing? I've never been here before, but I reckon I'll stick around. Well, stick around, my friend. Glad to have you. Feel free to join the channel and ring the bell. We try to go live every day, Servant David. Every day we try to go live. At about right around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we try to go live. This is the home of old folks and misfits. And we just sit around and chew the fat. That's what we do. We just sit and talk. Yeah, Vermont going to act like he don't know where Lance is from. I can't believe he even said that, Sonia. I can't believe he even said that, Sonia. Oh, the bell has been rung, host. Just wait for the biscuits and gravy. That's right. Man, I make some good biscuits and gravy. That is one thing I am good at. Making sawmill gravy and homemade biscuits. I make a mess in the kitchen when I make them, but when I get a hankering for them, I go make them. But I make a terrible mess in the kitchen when I make biscuits and gravy. I make a darn mess when I make them. But should you be eating them, hillbilly? No, I should not. I should not, Vermont. But if I get a hankering for them, I'm going to eat them. I don't think I'm supposed to be eating Ritz crackers, but my conglomerate I made yesterday. Absolutely, David, save it for later. Store a little bit down here in the chin, save it for later. You got to save a little bit of that for your morning snack. The Island of Misfit Toys. That's right. The Island of Misfit Toys. But I think I told y'all yesterday my mess my goulash I put together. I ate some more of it today for lunch, but instead of eating it on bread, I dipped Ritz crackers in it. I have a hankering for a Twinkie, but I'm not going to eat it. Oh, you know you've had a Twinkie hid in the basement. You know, like when they say they put in it. I hear you. But yeah, I was dipping it out of the bowl. See, I made it yesterday and it was warm. I like it a lot better cold. than I do warm. But it was pretty good today for lunch. Just dipping Ritz crackers in it. It hit the spot. It hit the darn spot for a change. My mom called that pea wiggle on a cracker. I hear you, Vermont. Yeah, I started to eat me some Vienna sausages today. That's what I was going to have for lunch. I was going to open me up a can of Vienna's and my Ritz crackers. But I decided to eat my tuna fish casserole that I made yesterday instead. Don't you have any moonshine or dip? Nope. Don't dip no more, and I quit drinking moonshine, my friend. But my granddaddy made moonshine. But yeah, I quit the moonshine and I quit dipping. Neither one of them were good for me, so I quit them both. I quit them both. But yeah, you can't beat a Ritz cracker, y'all. I'm telling you right now, I've tried all them fancy crackers and all that other stuff and club crackers and all that stuff, but you can't beat a Ritz cracker. It's like Andy Griffith said, no worries, Servant David. Oh, well, trust me, I've drank my fill of moonshine. I've drank plenty of it. But yeah, my granddaddy went to jail for making moonshine. But yeah, like old Andy Griffith said, you can't beat a Ritz crackers. Yeah, you can't beat a Ritz cracker. I'm telling you, everything goes good on a Ritz. Another thing I like is peanut butter and Ritz crackers with a big old glass of chocolate milk. That's pretty darn good too. Anthony Ray, how you doing, my friend? I've been thinking about buying me some, it's going to sound gross, guys. And y'all know I'm a picky eater. I am a very, very, very picky eater. But the other night, I was dreaming about a fried liver mush sandwich with Duke's mayonnaise. And I'm thinking about buying me some liver mush and frying me up some liver mush and a Duke's mayonnaise sandwich. The only thing is, you got to buy the big old pack, and I'll only eat it one time. I only eat it about once every 10 or 20 years. Yeah, I ain't had a liver mush sandwich in forever. I mean, forever. I used to eat them all the time when I was a kid. I could eat it raw or cooked. When I was a kid growing up home, my grandma would make them for me. But I dreamed about that the other night. And ever since then, I've had a hankering for a fried liver mush sandwich with Duke mayonnaise. Vermont says, nope, not happening. Dude, every now and then it ain't bad. Like I say, once every 10 or 20 years ain't too bad. But I just have to be in the right frame of mind to want it. Well, I could too. I love deer. I love deer meat. As long as it's been hung and drained. I don't like that wild taste, but as long as you hang it and drain it in the cooler for about a week before you process it, I love it. But you know that liver mush is kind of like fried green maters. I only like them things about once every 10 years. I'll get a hankering for them, and I'll eat fried green tomatoes, but only every now and then. Now, I can sit down and eat the big yeller maters and slice them up, put mayonnaise on them, and black pepper, and I can just sit and eat a big old yeller mater But them fried green tomatoes, I only like them once every blue moon. I'm having Brussels sprouts and squash roasted for dinner. Well, you go right ahead with your bad self. I ain't never tried fried armadillo. Sonia says, nope. Well, Vermont, I'm having leftovers tonight. You want to know what I had last night, Vermont? I don't care if you want to know or not. I'm going to go ahead and that's what I'm going to go ahead and tell you anyway. You get you out a casserole dish and you cover it with tinfoil. You fry up a pound of ground chuck. Fry up a pound of ground chuck with diced up onions in it. And after you get it fried, you pour in a can of stewed tomatoes in it and you stir all that up. And you pour in your baking pan with aluminum foil. You fill it about that full of Fritos, chili cheese Fritos. Chili cheese Fritos, about that thick. You pour all that hamburger meat with the onions and the stewed tomatoes in it. And then you buy a big old block of cheddar cheese and you cut the cheddar cheese and you stack it up all over top of that and you throw it in the oven for around 300 for about 30 minutes and just let it melt that cheese and let it get real cheesy and take it out of the oven, cut you a big old plate full and just eat to hog heaven. The McCray Kings, how y'all doing? Welcome to the live stream. That's why I look so sexy. I know you're jealous. I ain't jealous, Vermont. I ain't jealous. Dude, you got to use the chili cheese ones. Good gosh, make you want to slap your mama. That's what I'm going to have tonight. Oh, yeah, I put sour cream on at the end. I don't put it on the casserole because everybody's different. But, yeah, I got the squeezed sour cream I put on mine on my plate. And sometimes I'll use picante sauce on mine. But, yeah, those chili cheese fries, Well, I'm allowed to eat again. I'll try that. Oh, I was going to say, when you mean? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. But now here's the thing, Vermont. Do not use taco. I forgot to tell you this. I use taco seasoning on my hamburger meat. A pack of taco seasoning. That's what I use the seasoning for the hamburger meat. I forgot to tell you that. I use that old El Paso taco seasoning mix when I fry the hamburger. I forgot. I left out that key ingredient. But don't put salt and pepper in there. Do not put salt and pepper on your hamburger meat when you cook it. Just use the old El Paso because those chili cheese Fritos, if you salt or pepper your meat with the chili cheese Fritos in it, it makes it too salty. Too salty. So don't season the meat with nothing but the taco seasoning. See, I'm not a big refried beans fan. I've gained 10 pounds listening to this food talk. Well, we talk about food every day. We talk about food every day. Food comes up in this live stream pretty much every day. Snacks, food, something comes up. But yeah, refried beans. I'm not big on refried beans, Vermont. As a matter of fact, I got to where I don't eat beans at all. Once every blue moon, I'll eat pinto beans and cornbread, but I'm not big on beans no more. I just don't like them no more. Sonia says, I have a craving for buffalo chicken dip. I don't think I've ever had buffalo chicken dip. Hey, Amazing Maisie, how you doing today? Yeah, I ain't never had no buffalo chicken dip. Does that got ranch in it, Sonia? If it's got ranch in it, I won't like it. Buffalo chicken dip. Yeah, if it's got ranch in it, I know I won't like it. I don't eat ranch. Y'all know that. It's good stuff. Does it have ranch in it, Sonia? Dude, you can keep all you want, Vermont. I will never break and string green beans again if I have it my way. Never again will I string and break green beans. I used to have to do it bushels and bushels and bushels and bushels of it growing up as a kid. So my grandmother and my mama could can them. I'll never string and break green beans again, ever, ever. No, shredded chicken, buffalo sauce, and sour cream. Ah, okay. I got you. Vermont says I pick them. I'm not a big green bean eater, Vermont. Now, my grandmother and my real dad, who's supposed to be my real dad, he used to cut up the little small, used to call them the new potatoes. He used to cut up the small new taters, and he'd dice up onions and put them some in each jar of the green beans. So when you got ready to cook the green beans in the wintertime, you pour them in the pot. You had onions and new taters and green beans mixed together, and the green beans would take on the onion tater taste to it, kind of. Oh, and shredded cheddar on top. That sounds good, Sonia. That sounds pretty good. Now, some people up home now, they'd save their bacon grease, and they'd save the bacon grease in mason jars. Now, I love pearl onions, dude. I love pearl onions. But what a lot of people up home is, everybody used to save when they'd fry bacon, because everybody used to eat fried bacon all the time. They'd keep mason jars, and they'd keep the bacon grease in the mason jars. And a lot of people, when they'd go to can their green beans, they'd pour some of that bacon grease in the green beans before they canned them. And then when you opened them up in the wintertime and heated them up, they had that bacon flavor to them. Laugh out loud. We had one year, Dad planted so many, Mom canned 172 quarts. She got angry and pulled the plants out of the ground. I hear you, Madonna. I used to hate that. I'm telling you right. We used to grow such a big garden, Madonna. I kid you not. I'd have bushels and bushels and bushels of green beans. And it finally got to the point where we'd have to call people to give them away. We'd call people, say, hey, come and pick all you want. Take them home with you. I'd sit out there for days and days and days underneath the old poplar tree, stringing and breaking green beans. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. But like I said, they used to pour some of that bacon grease in with the green beans, but they used to save a lot of that bacon. They'd use it in when they cooked collard greens. What's up, KK? Yeah, I swear I don't think you'd kill a darn green bean. Them things grow everywhere. Green beans is like kudzu. It's kind of like kudzu. You can't get rid of it. Why is my StreamYard not updating? My StreamYard chat ain't updating. KK said, hello, hillbilly. Right after Madonna was talking about the 172 courts, and it's on my phone, but it is not on my StreamYard. It's hot as heck outside. Been outside, it's 88. It's 92 down here, KK. 92. Guys, it's my hour time. I got to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Everybody hang with me. Talk to each other, get to know each other. Got some new people in here, guys. Get to know some of the new people. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. I was testing the Scotch bonnet pepper last night. Dang my poor tongue. Dude, I can't eat that hot stuff no more. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes, guys. Hang tight. Talk in the chat, get to know each other, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. But yeah, here we are, folks. It's Tuesday. Like, yes, I did. Wanting something new to try. It was good. Nothing wrong in trying new things for breakfast. Well, I'm kind of weird, KK. I like to eat breakfast food at night. I love breakfast food at night more than I do in the mornings. Oh my God. Vermont. I'm not even going to read that one. Vermont. Did UNTR kiss and make up, Vermont? But yeah, I like to eat breakfast food at night. Sausage patties, scrambled eggs with cheddar cheese, biscuits and gravy, or chocolate chip pancakes and scrambled eggs and sausage patties. I love to eat that at night. When I used to travel all the time, a lot of times at night, if there was a Cracker Barrel there, that's what I'd eat for supper at night. It was Cracker Barrel. And I'd get Uncle Herschel's breakfast. Uncle Herschel's breakfast. Oh, Sonia, you're getting it. You're getting as bad as Bruce, Sonia. Nope, he is still ignoring me. I hear you, Vermont. Hey, Roy and Becky's Travels. How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all stopping in and saying howdy. When y'all gonna hit the road again? Are y'all done for the season, or are you gonna hit the road again? Seems like y'all been home a long time this year. Seems like you've been home for a long time. But yeah, I love that Uncle Herschel's breakfast at Cracker Barrel. A lot of times I'll get that hamburger steak with it. But one of my favorite meals, besides meatloaf's probably my most favorite meal. But I love a good hamburger steak with sauteed onions, those big, thick steak fries, hush puppies, and garlic bread. That ranks right there pretty good. That's probably second on my list. Oh, heck, my wife is home. She caught me eating pork rinds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Vermont. You're in trouble now. Sonia said, I thought that was pretty good. Hitting the road after repairs to the RV and the car. Ordered a new computer today for the car. A new cap and rotor button for the RV. We've been back since the end of April. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all been home all summer. Y'all been home all summer. Yeah, Vermont's got to go. He's getting beat up right now. His wife came home and caught him eating pork rinds. So he's probably getting a thrashing right now. He's probably getting the double shoe upside the head. He's getting the double shoe upside the head. Yesterday, I watched Godzilla versus Kong. That's something I never got into, Dragoon. I never got into that any of that Godzilla and King Kong and all that. It just never interested me. Now, to this day over in Japan, that's still big over in Japan. I got you, Roy. Yep, I know you said you came home. It just seemed like y'all been home for Seemed like y'all been home a darn year. Yep. See you, Vermont. He's in trouble. He's getting the double shoes upside the head. I hear you, Dragoon. Highly recommend the documentary Val about Val Kilmer. Is it pretty good? I have not watched a good movie in a long time, y'all. To me, they just don't make them like they used to did anymore. It's been a long time since there's a new movie that came out that I really liked. I just keep watching old movies over and over and over again. I thought I was going to watch Cleopatra today, the old Cleopatra, the original one, but I don't get that channel on my DirecTV, so I didn't get the chance to watch it. There's just so many dang, what you call them on now, reality shows now on almost every channel. Kong looked a bit small in the movie. It said Kong was 335 feet tall, while Godzilla almost 400 feet tall. Gotcha. Mr. Relaxer, how you doing? Really good. He carried a video camera wherever he went. Thousands of hours that he and his kids put together. Hey, Pony Swedman, how you doing, young lady? How you doing today, Pony? Can somebody drop Pony Swedman TV's link for me in the chat? Can somebody drop that link for me? If you don't have Pony Swedman, grab that channel up, guys. Now, I was flicking through the channels last night, and I did come across that show, Autopsy. I don't know if any of y'all have ever watched that show, but they were doing the whole show was about the crocodile hunter, that guy from Australia that got killed when the stingray hit him in the chest. Steve, I can't even remember his name, Steve something, but showing his life story. That was kind of interesting. But that was on that channel that does Autopsy. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Sonia, for dropping Pony Swedman's link for me. Steve Irwin, that's it, KK. I couldn't remember his last name. Thank you, Roy and Becky, for dropping that linky for me. Guys, if you don't have, click on that link and grab up Pony Swedman TV. She's pretty awesome. But yeah, he was an adrenaline junkie, y'all. His dad raised him that way, though. You know, his dad used to take him out in the outback when he was a kid. His dad was out when his dad was an outdoorsman, bushman in Australia, and his dad started taking him out when he was a kid, and then the dad moved the family out into the bush, and that's where they grew up at. Started a little animal farm. But yeah, Steve Irwin bought tens of thousands of acres trying to protect the wildlife and the crocodiles and all that stuff. It was a pretty interesting show. But he was definitely an adrenaline junkie. But that barb on the stingray's tail, hit him right in the heart, cut a 2-inch gash in his heart when it hit him. You think all those millions of hours of shows and or footage that they filmed, him with the most poisonous snakes around the world, and him with the crocodiles, and with all the wild animals that he dealt with his whole life. What are the chances of getting hit right in the heart from a stingray tail? That's just I guess that just goes to prove you just don't know when your time's up. When your time's up, your time's up. And he's a perfect example of that. Yep, he's a perfect example. You just never know. And he wasn't even filming it for his show. He was filming it he was filming that show for his young daughter. His young daughter, she was young at the time, and she was doing things, a show, and he was actually filming the footage with the stingrays so she would have footage, because they were out there looking for reef sharks, I think's what it was, but there wasn't no reef sharks because the weather was so bad. So while he was out there, he took the time, was going to shoot some footage so his daughter could use it on her show or whatever she had. And bam, right in the heart, 2-inch gap. Said it took them 35 minutes to get from where they were at back to the dock. And the paramedics were waiting on them when they got there. And he didn't even make it. He didn't make it back to the dock. So, yeah, it was kind of an interesting show. I watched that series a couple of times, that autopsy about different people. I watched that several times. But that was kind of interesting to me. Like I say, he's handled the world's most poisonous snakes and crocodiles and alligators and all kinds of dangerous animals his whole life. And then the chances of getting hit right in the heart with a stingray tail, that's just unreal. I mean, I don't even know what the chances of that would be. Astronomical numbers, I'm sure. Sonia says it's a great show. Yeah, I watch some of it sometimes. You'd probably enjoy Val then. I probably would. But yeah, during that autopsy thing last night, they were talking about him like a couple of months before he lost his life. He broke his neck. He didn't have a brace on. He didn't have nothing. He didn't take it easy. Nothing. He was out catching crocodiles. Catching and tagging crocodiles, him and his dad. And he had a broke neck. That's how tough he was. Showed him one time, he didn't show back up, and his dad went and found him, and he was moving crocodiles on his own. And one of the crocodiles bit him on the foot. And his dad took his knife and cut the wound open to drain everything that was bad in there, because they said the crocodile's mouth full of bacteria. And he cut it open and drained it out in the bush. And then in the first aid kit, they had a needle and thread. And he sat right there and sewed his foot up. No numbing, no nothing. Just sewed it up. So they said he had a very, 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 very high tolerance to pain. So that's kind of different. I'm a big baby. I don't do pain well. I don't do needles well at all either. I don't like needles. But anyway, that's what I watched last night. I guess tonight, I guess America's Got Talent will be back on tonight, huh? It's Tuesday night and the Olympics is over with. So I guess America's Got Talent will be on tonight. I'll probably watch that. That's kind of a funny show every now and then. America's Got Talent. So I might watch that. Then when The Voice starts back, they're not going to have Nick Jonas on there this year. They're going to have some girl. I've heard her name before, but I've never heard one of her songs. Ariana Grande, I think's her name. I think she's going to be a judge on The Voice this year. But I've heard of her name before, but I've never listened to one of her songs. Ariana Grande, I think's her name. Something like that anyway. I think she's going to be one of the judges this year. So I guess that's going to be starting up sometime here pretty soon. I seen Blake Shelton's back. Blake Shelton's back again. They're just going to have to pack him up in a wheelchair and roll him out of there one of these days. He's been there since day one and still there. They must be paying him a lot of money, is all I can say. They must be paying him a lot of money. So I never did see for sure. Did him and Gwen Stefani really get married? Yeah, I seen it on the internet, but I don't trust the internet. So I never did figure out if they really did get married or not. Supposedly they got married, I guess, on the ranch in Oklahoma. But I never saw nothing that officially said they were married. Yeah, KK, I never did see nothing that officially said it. They said she made some kind of tweet on Twitter about it, but I never heard if it was official or not. KK said, yes, they are married. Yeah, see, I never did see anything that officially said they were married, so I didn't know. Lord, everybody been on them and on them and on them for years and years and years to get married, get married, get married. So I guess they finally tied the knot. KK said it's official. Well, good for them. I wish them the best. I hope they have much happiness. I saw one interview with her. They were asking her about what it was like leaving the big city and going to the country, and she said she absolutely loved it. So she must be enjoying it out there. Got married on July the 3rd. But yeah, I guess he's got a lot of different wild animals from around the world and all that out there on his ranch in Oklahoma. And she said she goes jogging and she loves seeing some of the animals. And so she said she took to it pretty good. She must like living out there. So that's pretty good. You know, him being as country as he is and living in the country and her being the city girl. I guess one of the two of them was going to have to adapt. He was going to have to adapt to city life, or she was going to have to adapt to the country life, and it looks like she adapted to the country life. And during that interview, she said her kids love going there too. So they have a blast when they go there to the Oklahoma, to the farm or the ranch, whatever it is. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Between the two of them, they got plenty of darn money. They're loaded. And that don't hurt, I guess. That doesn't hurt at all. If you got lots of money and can afford to live in the middle of nowhere, that'd be pretty cool. So I wish them well. I truly do. As much mess as you see come out of Hollywood, and the fussing and the fighting and the drama and the music scene with all the drama and the fussing and the fighting and the divorces, and I wish them the best. So hopefully everything will work out for them. But anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to get off from here. We've been on here about an hour and a half, so I'm going to wrap this one up. I appreciate everybody coming. As far as I know, I'll be live tomorrow. Mom's appointment's in the morning. Hopefully it won't take all day. And then on Thursday, my first appointment at the VA hospital for my new doctor is Thursday morning. But I never know when I go to the VA. I could be there all day or I could get in and out. I just don't know yet. So, but right now I'm tentatively scheduled to be live again tomorrow and Thursday. So if nothing happens. But I appreciate everybody that stopped by today, even the folks that gave me all the thumbs down. Appreciate y'all coming by. I wish you nothing but the best. Sorry that, I'm not your cup of tea. But I appreciate you coming by and giving me those thumbs down anyway. But I appreciate everybody. Everybody, please be safe, be safe, be safe. And always remember, be good to yourself and be good to each other. And I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Thank y'all. Appreciate you.